String Quartet. Would you ladies like to introduce yourselves?
Absolutely. I'm Victoria.
I'm Hope. I'm Amanda.
I'm Naomi. Tell me a little bit about your quartet and what you guys have, the essence of the cultures and whatnot in.
So our quartet was founded in 2010 with the main idea of promoting music from different cultures. Obviously we're all classically trained and playing classical music is something that we all adore and love. But we were very eager to represent different cultures around the world with our music. And because of different experiences and because of situations and people we've met and a little bit of my background here and there too, we ended up really focusing on the music of Latin America, which we just simply adore.
Yeah.
And the more we dig into the repertoire, we realized that there was a huge need for performers to be able to play all this music, and we thought, why not? The string quartet is pretty great.
Yeah.
And so have fun with it, and people love it.
You were mentioning that you incorporate a lot of Latin American music. How do you guys choose which music you want to play to incorporate that?
Well, oftentimes we're asked for a certain repertoire. Like, can you feature music from Mexico or from Cuba or from Venezuela or things like that? And we have a pretty extensive repertoire list right about now. Right? Music from all over the place. So we kind of just pick and choose, and we try to incorporate that into whatever the program is, whatever the
we like to also come up with themes, kind of that unify our programs. So over the course of time, if we come across something, we'll just take the music and distribute our parts and have the scores, and then not really play it. But then when something comes up, we're like, wait a minute, remember that score?
Yeah.
So we just pull it up and rehearse and put it together, and it usually works out really well.
Tell me about your Kaia Kids Around the World trip, and your favorite experiences, or give me some stuff about that.
It's one of our educational presentations where we take kids for a trip around the world. And the one that we did recently with our residency with WFMT, we took them around specifically Latin American countries. So Mexico, Venezuela, Uruguay, Brazil,
Argentina.
And Argentina. Yeah. So it's one of our favorites. Actually, we have a giant map, and we start out with showing the kids where they're located on the map, and then
the flag,
what that looks like, and
every video has a different activity also connected to the specific type of music we're introducing. So the idea is to promote it. A little bit of the culture, a little bit of the music, and then also give the kids something to do while they're listening, so they're engaged.
Can one of you tell me what a residency is for our viewers that don't know what that is?
So our residency entailed daily segments on the radio. We would highlight different countries for a week, and each day one of us would choose a composer and a piece of music from them. And so we'd announce it on the radio, and then they'd play it. It also included a lot of concerts that were broadcast on the radio, different locations around the city, and making these videos.
What's one group that you guys were able to collaborate, or you had a really good experience collaborating with?
Bill McLaughlin. Yeah, that was great.
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
He's awesome.
Does he play an instrument, or is he a singer?
He does a lot of score study, and he does a lot of research about the pieces that he presents, the pieces that we play, and he kind of goes behind the score.
Sure.
Like he finds interesting, relatable stories, and
that was really great.
The show is on WFMT.
He has a daily program on the radio, and so he's kind of a celebrity to us on the radio, classical radio. So we were excited to be able to work with him.
That is awesome. I'm sorry.
We also work with Robbie Ellis, who's also great in classical cabaret, and he's
Chicago Mariachi.
And Chicago Mariachi Project.
Wow.
It's really great. It's really fun.
Can you sort of tell me about any self-discovery or as a team, what it's been like and any of that?
Yeah, it's like being married to 3 people.
In all the best ways, right?
Yeah, actually.
Oh, it's totally like a marriage.
Yeah.
Except with really good communication.
Right.
It's because it's all women right now.
Absolutely.
No, we learned that. Yeah, we learned how to communicate from how much time we spend together, you know, and verbally and non-verbally.
Yes.
Because when we're playing, we can't exactly be like, you know, it's all.
Yeah, I mean, it's also traveling together and having
Cook
to.
for each other, we
yeah.
make sure we're fed and we're well caffeinated.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
the
getting
best.
each other coffee
This
and
is
stuff.
It's the best there.
You know, is there any places that you guys want to tour next?
Well, we're going back south next year. We're going to Uruguay and Argentina again. So we're really looking forward to it. Hopefully also we'll have a Mexico trip, not next year, but the following. I mean, I personally think it would be great to go to Peru and Ecuador. Those are 2 countries I personally haven't been, and I would love to go make some music there. Why not? But I mean, the world is so big. Honestly, pretty. Yeah, Europe would be great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
That's so
We
cool.
can dream
Any
about
ones
that.
that you guys really want to visit?
Anywhere, I don't know.
Or
More
like
South
just
America.
anywhere where it is, you know, somewhere.
In the past, we've gone to Tijuana to do
Yeah.
sort of an educational outreach program. We go into the schools and play. We do a little bit of performing there. I think there are a lot of options for Mexico in
Yeah.
the future.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be really great.
How is that experience like with the kids? You know, do they ever reach back to you after? Yeah, tell
all
me
the
a little
time.
about that.
So it's 5th graders.
Uh-huh.
Every year we go, and we've been 5 years.
5
now.
years, huh?
5 years in a row. It's always 5th graders. So they're always the 4th graders and the 3rd graders are always looking forward to us coming back the next year when they become
yeah.
5th graders because they get to see us again, which is great. And the feedback is awesome. They're given these little pamphlets, and there's like a little tarot where they can explain what they got out of our presentation and what they found was the most inspiring. And some of the responses are really silly. But a lot of them are also like really heartwarming and
Very beautiful.
heartwarming and just, you know, they don't have very much down there. And for us to come around and like give them a live performance and spend time with them, and they appreciate it so much.
Yeah.
It's great. It's one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
What are your next projects? What can we look forward to as the Chicago community for you guys?
So we're currently finishing up our 3rd album called Sureño, and it features music of Piazzolla, the 4 Seasons, and his cellist, Brigato, is also a composer. And he has this wonderful string quartet that we found, and so we're recording that. There's not really any recordings of it, so we're excited to be able to put that out there for people to hear. And it's repertoire that has a really personal connection because Piazzolla was arranged by Vicky's father, Gerardo Manera.
That's good
Hard time
pronunciation.
saying that. And Brigato, who was the composer of the string quartet that we're doing, was the cellist in Piazzolla's band.
Yeah, group, yeah.
And also Vicky's father's teacher.
Yeah.
So it's a very personal album for us to be into.
Yes.
What do you hope that your music inspires to your audience?
That's a good question, but I gotta think about it.
Well, we hope it inspires people to dance. Actually, yeah.
I like the educational things that we do. I like presenting this music to people who might not have access to it otherwise, who may not be familiar with it, and who might become more interested because of us playing it for them.
Yes. I think there's a big connection too between blending different kinds of audiences because we are a string quartet. So you know, a lot of the times we go to a concert and there is a big crowd that goes to concerts of classical music, then see a string quartet, and then there we are playing, but we're not playing their sometimes we are playing Beethoven, Haydn. We're always introducing something that is not in your typical repertoire, you know, the canon of classical music for string quartet. So I think it's really great to introduce that stuff to people that we learned that end up being hooked to it, because it's really great. And there are many composers that deserve to be played. Their voice needs to be heard. So that's another reason. And then for people that don't actually follow classical music, they might see, a group that plays Latin American music. They might come, they're like, a string quartet, that's pretty cool. So it's a really good way of combining different kinds of audiences and making music more exposed. Maybe we'll encourage them to go to our website. We have our calendar there. It's KaiaStringQuartet.com.
Okay.
And people can follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We're kind of all over the place.
Well, congrats on your new album, and good
Thank
luck
you.
with all your future stuff that you guys got going.
Thank you.
Great.